Hello YouTube, we are back. It's time to reclaim what is rightfully ours in the Waking Sands. uh, yeah, I still have them in my inventory. I usually put, after a bit, I put them in my chocobo thing. I literally just recently saw somebody on a TikTok saying like, you don't have to jump everywhere. And then the person that was like making it was like, yes I do. And it just dawned on me like I jump way too much. But it's a habit. I don't even try to. I'm recording this video. This video is gonna go out as soon as I can upload it and everything because this is today's video. It's midnight, you see, up in the top. It's supposed to be out at 6 a.m. I'm literally recording the one that's supposed to be going out. Sid. I had no idea, Lily. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. I felt sad. Felt sad and a little bit, furious. Tell me, Lily, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solaire. Nope. That is the double one, that's why that's better, so no. Wait. Who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino! Lily! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. This place has seen better days. Uh, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. First I knew about it was when I came back and I saw Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If your Stola hadn't been here to help me, your Stola is here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Udal to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead according to the church. Yustola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the Primal's influence. Powerful though his Elegian weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yes. Yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Ishtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Why does Alphinaud look like he's past the full count? I mean, I think multiple of us are resting. You can't tell Ida, though.
Hear, feel, think. Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Istola! Lily, I see you and Alphinaud are safe, and Sid! That we five should meet each other, thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An imperial stronghold in the heart of Mor Dona, Castrum Sentry. Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient elegant, but I saw extensive magitech modifications. An Imperium castrum. Was to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. Casing the castrum. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Lily. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperium castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portilian of House Durendare. He is stationed at the observatorium in Krithis. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Dragon head, so yeah. The observatorium is somehow. It's not in this one, but while I'm thinking about it, I already have that, right? I at least forget if I have this or not. Get the materia out of our gear. And extract science. Alright, oh, I'm on the wrong menu. That's not the one I was trying to pull out. I already went over that, but that's how you get the materia, so. Extracting when they hit 100% is pretty much. I don't think there's any reason to not. So you should always just extract it out. Then you can build up another 100% and pull another one. I'm thinking we're getting pretty close. What level is this quest? 44. The last one ends at 50. So yeah, we're getting close to the end of base game. But then we have post-base game to do before we ever touch the first expansion. And I haven't decided how I'm going to do certain things yet, so we might still be in ARR for a while. A Realm Reborn. For people that don't play the game. A Realm Reborn is the... Oh wait, down? I missed him? Oh, I'm not in the right place. I just assumed he was here, I don't know why. He's the one... He's not here, he's at the first building. To, like, the right when you come in, I think. Isn't it? You come in, like, here, and he's to the right, yeah. Ah, Lily. The woman who unmasked the heretic, Benarmit. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Yustola. But of course, Lord Dillamon confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Yep. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum: a Hyrrian woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lollifells, 1 male, 1 female. So, Minfilia, Oranje, Papalymo, and Totoro. It's them. It has to be. Minfilia, Oranje, Papalymo, and Totoro. Yeah, see, I just said that. Ida, keep up. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Krithis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, Rogadin and Alalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. Biggs and Wedge! What did you say? Rogadin and Alalafel, Master Garleen. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Lily, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in the Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. The Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelian said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Damn straight. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. We'll bring your boys back. Oop. Ultima. I don't know if they already said the name, but they said ultimate weapon, so I'm not gonna worry if I just spoiled the name of what the ultimate weapon's called. I can't remember if they said it in the other videos or not. Final preparation are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ristatian. I don't know how you say this dude's name. I've never known. You depart for Castrum Ocidens at midnight. You will command the western front in Valebryn. Valebryn? The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans, and you will see that they do not. My lord, if this is If this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my imprudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Eyes on the Empire. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abathia's spine. Abelathia? I'm not sure. Line. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Ishtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way of Dezimiel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Rikelt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Is this? Yeah, this is this side. I was like, is it this side west, or is it like up here west? I couldn't remember which west it was. You stand before Dezimiel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress evacuated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Excavated. Why did I say evacuated? This is why I say you should pay attention to the text, because my brain's gonna just edit words randomly for no reason. A letter from Lord Portilian. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What, the captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Urium Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Piermund. He should be able to assist you. Get away from me, mud puppy. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to the land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again. But not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked and there was an air of consternation about them. Yeah, that's not gonna be defeat, so we don't want to do it. Footprints in the snow. There are prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces. I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of prints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. I found footprints! The footprints. More footprints. Going that way. Even more. They're going that way. Got a couple. Like how he's like, there's only a certain amount of footprint. This man's jumping too. He's going da 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 eh. I assume this is meant to be that the snow is covering up the footprints though, but it's funny to me that there's like such a huge gap between the footprints. Hey Wedge, miss me? So cold. I wanna go home. Hey Wedge. Wah! Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Lily, it's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on invading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! When I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Where's Biggs? Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now, what a Biggs? Not yet. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west, with both Ida and Yustola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Here, I hope. Was that Master Garland you spoke with? Damn straight. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Lily. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. I like how because we got split up before we found Sid, everybody's like, "It's Sid! It's Sid! It's Sid!" To be fair, even Sid was saying, "Wait, I'm Sid?" when we met him, so makes sense. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? You take care, my friend. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I gotta find Biggs. Monumental hopes. I'm fine now, thanks to you. I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Guardians on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Lily, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something? Have you seen a Rogadan gentleman? Yep, a Rogadan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Investigating. Investigating. You're not what I wanted to investigate. I'll hit him last because he's the higher level. I accidentally drew a regular enemy into this group with my stance ability. Well, not my stance, but my overpower. I think I have the Chocobo regen. Yeah, it just ended. Let me put it right back. Perfect. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Biggs wasn't there. Where to next? Lily, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. That stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Notorious Biggs. We can't give up, Lily. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. Chances of survival. No, I can't move while doing it. Just want to get my chocobo more time. Hey, do you know where Biggs could be? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here, in the vicinity of Darkhold, it is possible he made for White Brim. To reach it, one must travel through Denifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moons ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. You mean like this? I don't know why I get so much amusement at jumping off the tower like that. I actually forgot there was a lot of dialogue about it. Which is even funnier. Wouldn't do it if, like, it mattered, really, but obviously it doesn't really matter. Stella! Ida! Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Lily, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! He's not alone! Kill them all! How did you find me? How did you know where to find me? Hold your ground, reinforcements are coming. More than merry, I'll pound you all into the next umbral era. Who's hitting me? Lily, stay close to Biggs. I'm trying. The man ran off randomly. He's hitting base. Somebody else. Is it you? Can't tell. This is the last of them. Gotta protect Biggs. My thanks. Another moment and I would have. He has been too long in the cold. We must find him we must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Eden and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. We gotta go back. We got Biggs and Wedge. Next up on our agenda. I cannot thank you enough, Lily. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you my life. You saved Wedges too, Lily. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs! Wedge! Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you! It's really you! In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh... When Alphina told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? Enemies struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have been asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted naught amiss in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected a pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Ha 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 ha. I like how there's no laugh or anything. Huh. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs' handiwork. Like as not. You always were resourceful at a tight spot, my friend. Aw, shucks. Lily, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. I'll keep the bill. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait, and Philly and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Northern Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! I knew the chief was still alive. Deep down I always knew. He looks healthy too. Well, he could do with a shave, I suppose, but other than that... Thank goodness you found me, Lily. I would have frozen or drowned or been eaten by a mud puppy if it wasn't for you. Yeah, they try to swallow us whole. We're like little appetizers to them. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. God knows we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordana. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare, and better than most, the road leading east then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Yeah, it's over there. Again, I don't often walk to new areas, I just teleport, so I always have to double check I'm going the right way when we're going from like an old area to a newer one or whatever. I actually set my return to Revenant's Toll usually. After a while, that's what I do. So it's very seldom that I actually, like, full-on teleport out. Or full-on walk out here, I mean. I usually just teleport to Revenant's Toll. Or speaking of which... This is also not a bad place to be because, what a mount. I don't remember how you get that one, but I have seen that one before. I always get turned around in here. This is a pretty good place if you want to, like, use this as a base. Because later on, this is things to do with, Rain. This is things to do with, crafting. These actually, not white scripts. Oh, you don't get, do you not get it here? Maybe you don't get it here yet. Maybe you get it later? Either which way, this is some things to do with that. I don't remember which one of these it is. Okay, knick-knack. If you want to, you can get certain things. I'm not sure what all of these are. But these down here, this is the stuff you can get in Gridania at the, like, achievement place. And then you can get your, depending on what race you are, you can get the swimsuit. This is where you get the swimsuit. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that those things are there, so this is where you do that. Obviously, there's more stuff here. I don't know everything here. Obviously, this is just like other gear, blah blah blah. And if you go over here, you can limit your retainers. Oh, I never did this in. I haven't been playing because I've been busy this week. I don't have any more. Wait, can I still look? Right? Yeah. So yeah, now we have the next level. Still doesn't have any more gallery requirement or anything, so. Or item level, I mean. That was actually a combat. There's another one over here. And this is how you actually get a hold of... Oh, I can't, he won't show it to me because I don't have it. You need a level 50 land or hand to get access to this. But if you get this, you access this and you can get the master crafting tomes here and whatnot. So this is also an okay one to have. So yeah, this is a nice little place to hang out if you're doing like crafting and stuff and have like a little base here. For a base game, this is probably one of the better, like, that or just straight up, like I said, the original areas like Lipsa, wherever your Grand Company is. But anyway, fuck this dude. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you right? Or rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter. around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfili and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be the good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Gloom. I have no idea. That fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. No doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Guardian activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Lily. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Istola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Looking for Gallimont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Huh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help? Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry. What want for rescue? That Slaftborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Whoresons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they've been moved elsewhere. And how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. Listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Get going and Godspeed. In the wake of the calamity, the 14th Imperial Legion occupied what remained of Castrum Novium. eventually rebuilding and renaming it Castrum Sentry. The stronghold contains immense manufacturing and storage facilities, and it is the primary supplier of material for Imperial forces stationed throughout Eorzea. Consequently, it is heavily defended. Infiltrating will not be easy. Nevertheless, it is necessary. Stealth and subterfuge, Lily, are how we will free our friends. I have every confidence you can play the part of an Imperial soldier. Oh boy, I always wanted my own Reaper. I would wash her and wax her and name her, and dressing up as soldiers and sneaking in the front door, eh? Well, if you got the guts to go through with it, then so do I. You have to go all the way over here. Don't like me, don't like me, don't like me. God damn it, that one licked me. See nothing, Marble. I said you see nothing. It's rude. There's so many Marbles right here. Pop you. Now we clean the infestation out. Faint conversation. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others are much better. The Elzin gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well, try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Bingo! And I'm gonna jump over. That way I don't have to walk back. Alpino, it's confirmed. They're there. It's good to see you again, Lily. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minphilly and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Give me the details. Good work, Lily. As Alphina has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Gallimont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitek armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Philly and the others are counting on us, Lily. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Drowning out the voices. While Gutherman goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Also, you are also required. Acting the part. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry, and watch the Imperials doing what they do. I was gonna say, I know at some point there's two quests. They're both the main quest, and they both have to be done. But I couldn't remember exactly when. And when I turned and saw that the symbol on the mini map, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. It's time. Electromagnetic reader. How very dare. One down. This is the one that's up? Yeah, this is the one that's up. Get in the way. I know you're gonna try to lick me while I do this, so I might as well get rid of you first. Also, you can generally tell when you're gonna get attacked by enemies when you're doing these things, because they usually have like the purple glow around it. I don't know if there's ever an exception to this rule. But like these didn't have the purple glows, so those are good. Where'd you remember? Oh. Yeah, this one has purple glow, so it's probably gonna have a plasmoid in it. Not the glows. Here? Yeah. I was saying there's one that you climb up for. Pretty sure. Is it not? Okay, I was like, I just didn't see it. I was like, wait a second here. Thought it was up here. So we got that. Let's go learn the salute as well before we go back. That way we can just teleport, because we gotta go all over here. And both, and then going back there. So. I like how sometimes they don't attack on sight. It's like, what? Like, you would think they would attack me. I'm literally going near their base. But, you know, whatever. I'm cool with not having to fight an enemy that I don't need to. Waiting. Nothing to report, sir. We received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. I've learned. I can do an imperial salute. Hey Sid. Is those good readings for you? You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Here you go. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. Though I pray we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Lily. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You've learned the emote Imperial Salute. Now, get your best dresses. You are called Lily Lovecraft, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Goblin. As a fellow adventurer and son of Igor the Above, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrium Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is, how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secret. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of the recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Now I need to go back. I feel like I usually get that one and the salute at the same time. So maybe you get that one only when you complete SIDS. I don't know. Stop licking me and leave me alone. Get away from me, mud puppy. All of you mud puppies, get away from me. Let me make sure you are still staying in the fight. And bonk. Give me my gear. We got one helm. Come here. Oh, we got a uniform finally. Two uniforms, one helmet. Ow. Dickhead. We have other helmets, and then we just need uniforms. Come here. No point in aggroing a bunch. You can only kill one at a time anyway. Come here. Said you could heal. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? They're damaged, though. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Egendolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and they have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. So you're the adventurer, Sark Malark? Sent, are ye? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Good care of old Egendolf back in the days before I fell in with old Verena. He did? Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. But I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Egendolf will have your gear looking as good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind ye. But from what I hear, it's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? Thank you. We got a mission. He sends his regards, Sark Malark. We have the uniforms and helms repaired. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Egendolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces, lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell swoop. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Fool me twice. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I've finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence told them insurgents had designed on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of the patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Flinched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with the Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now. So run along, eh? Oh, don't forget to salute. I am an evil, evil Imperial. Huh. Guess I shouldn't open up that I'm an evil Imperial. That might cause suspicion. Salute, sir. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Ought to go AWAR, use your smoke signal to call us. Only in emergencies, I will call you. Lick me! One of the few enemies that, like, actually annoy me. Which is so funny, because there's, like, no real reason. Because as soon as they lick, they usually just stomp and you can just run away anyway. It's just like, leave me be, stop pulling me in. Smoke signal? Ow! I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it'd be best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place. But where's the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Keep hitting the Reaper until it stops moving. Then all the foot soldiers, and then concentrate on the Reaper. You scratches can't be helped. What was that? The Empire show what? Hostiles detected. Engaging. We got more foot soldiers. It's not easy being an engineer. Nope, 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 nope. Screw that. I don't know how much the damage that is going to do. But ha! There's the trick. Damn it, the armor has gone into overdrive. If you value your life, stay out of its sight. Well, we have our broken down armor. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look at gift chocobo on the beak. It does seem rather worse for the wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Now, one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, Cart Chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Lily. Whee! Looks like me when I get up. Excuse me? Hello? The damn Nick's being on top of me when we come out of testing. Magitech armor? Said the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Receive the Sid's workshop. What do you think, Lily? She's a beauty, isn't she? Ever seen an ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat, then. Stand back and enjoy the show. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Every little thing she does is magitech. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordana. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Wedge, what's the details? As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we'd risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. That remains is for someone to go to Udal and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No. Well, they typically cost something in order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. God damn it, Wedge. I like how he mumbles when he says something he doesn't want you to hear. How much? Hello there. Come to collect the mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Goblin Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoth. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinode's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. I'm your servant or whatever now, huh? What did he call? What did he call? Yeah, servant. I'm your servant. Excuse me, Alphino. I mean, thanks for paying for it, but... Is Alphino out here? I have to talk to him if he is. He is. Look at the calamity. He doesn't even have... Okay. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. You have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Here you go. Only because Alphino called ahead. Hooray! Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. I don't know, Alphino paid for it. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. I mean, I guess not, he didn't pay it, but yeah. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magic armor engaged. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Is that a loving tap? It's like the old NES cartridges. Just gotta give it a loving tap to get it to work. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and pull her through her paces. Lily, would you care to do the honors? This is the Ironworks' first major project since my return. I mean to see that it's a success. I've overseen 100 such tasks, but they still play hells with my nerves. And that's without the chief watching. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Boom, 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 boom. No anomalous movement evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north quickly as you can. No. Leave me alone. I'm on a mission, and that does not involve you. Oh shit. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Lily. I didn't know if they would knock me out of this. It's like a quest one. I've always done it without getting attacked. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. That concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drive train is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be. I'm at a loss to explain why. The Mammoth Heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms? Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses. Mammoth Hearts enable automa to process the information collected by their sensors as well. As feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Welcome. Click. Fight, fight, fight. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an arduous task at the best of times, wholly impractical during battle. Using a Mammoth Heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it! They have us cornered. There's the Reaper! Try me, bitch. Taken by the traitor Garland? And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Lily, protect the armor at all costs. You're not undoing our hard work. Hey, leave it alone. Get them away from Maggie. They're on their own. Take them. Leave Maggie alone, you dickhead. Chief, look! She moved! Now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrom's Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Weren't we supposed to like blend in? Why did you add this unique graffiti on her? What do you think? Okay, that's the same as before. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Weds, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. Escape from Castrom's Sentry. I'll go your preparations, Lily. We leave as soon as you're ready. Elimont, you came. Aye, thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for fine men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, the part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, it is hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew. The thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire, become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn coin I needed. Nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Galimont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. Don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stab off my appetite for revenge. Something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you. If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hands, you need only say the word. We'd be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ralger give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lay in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise. This will be the shortest rescue mission in history. we'll do this mission, and then we will probably call the video. This is probably gonna take us a bit with cutscenes and whatever else, so. But that seems like a good stopping point then when we're done with that. I always love how it's right near the damn mud puppy. Every time. If you're quick enough, you can speak before he triggers. Okay, it wasn't me that got hit by that, it was Stitch. I saw it say like invulnerability go down or whatever. I was like, I thought I was out of it. I was. It wasn't. I couldn't remember if it was dialogue first and then the cutscene or like the cutscene. So yeah, if you get in here quick enough, you don't have to worry about it. But maybe even while you're fighting, you might be able to talk and then just trigger this instead. But I don't remember for sure. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colors. Ah, but now's not the time for jest. They look ugly. Specifically the helmet. The outfit isn't even... I mean, it's horrible because it's Imperial, but, you know. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here, keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than hope, I will contact you via Lake Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. So one way to get into the passenger or the driver's seat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you, don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Yustola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity, cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Lily. May the 12 keep you. Look how they don't even like that's like way too easy. I have your uniform and I just do the salute and you just let me in. The fuck?
Ugh! You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Delete. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Signs of the Seventh Dawn. Captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. So nice of you to tell me things. Salute. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Lucidens, are you? Welcome to the Castrum Sentry. Engineer? What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors. Then, yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Sarah, what are you doing on the ground over here, being lazy? Salute. Get to work. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? Only asked because I dropped something in there, and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright. I dare say you know the one I mean. The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lullafelin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I'm gonna sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centrium to lend me the key so I can see her? He has the key. Salute. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my Lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Where do I go over there? What do you gotta say? How do I look, Lily? Do I cut an imposing figure as a Garlean soldier? I mean, if you'd wear the helmet. Biggs, I got the key. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Yeah, I already have it. Examine the steel door. Which one is the stun? The roll. Low blow. Low blow is a stun. Arm slang negates that, but I don't think it's that's gonna matter. Oh, I'm not there yet, but that's diverts 25% of an enemy to target party member. Okay, so it's low blow, which is up there. What is this? Is this a stun or? No, this just prevents. Okay. Man, this vending is very interesting. I'm curious about this because I usually just fight in this first room, but it's very easy to like mess this up. Oh, Philly and the rest. Goodness, they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. True. We must do something. We risk letting the entire cast room know we're here. That's the only way. You're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized? When? This came to light only now? Culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. So one always targets you. Not you. Damn it. That's the problem. You have to get rid of this one, I think, first. Unless you don't hit the other one. The problem is they take a lot of damage. I actually did this really easily. Not you. So you have to also have to do the vines, not themselves. Wedge is about to. I'm not gonna be able to get Papalina. Come on. I'm gonna get Aranje out. So usually I just fight them because of that, but you can free them both. But if any of them go down, it's like, yeah, done. When I was my healer, I just put him to sleep, and that gave me enough time to get them both out. Lily, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Stancrad anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. What have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an... Ahriman? Ida? Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Cursed scions! How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Your still is just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. Should be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing. To be a Jonas? 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. We take you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the tribunus! Confound it! Ida, with me! After them! Where's His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No. No, no, no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect. Tataru, Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No! Wedge! Don't do it! We have our own problems at the moment. Oh no, Lily, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Is it shielded right away? I don't remember. All units to the emergency. Do not let with it. You are the healer. Don't heal. This infernal creature, their creation is shielded by energies unknown. Whoever's generating the shield, yeah, I'll go. You gotta find this shield right here. Keep it busy, but they can't do anything to it until you get rid of the shield. Jesus. That's a lot of damage. Yourself. Hey, Art. Can you interrupt him? Yeah. Act. No end to them. Okay, they must have got the other one. We got another, hopefully their health are good. It's very easy to mess up this part because of all the shields and stuff. Like, it's not hard, it's just very systematic. You're on me, whatever you put on me. Oh, invulnerable. Another shield. I got that one, so it should be the one over here, I think. Be able to fight it while I take on this dude. Remember the first time I did this, I had no idea. I didn't see them say about it being shielded. Have care. What in the hell is a new design? I can't see big stocking. I just noticed in the dialogue in the corner. Beware the unknown foe. Short. Don't get hit by it. That's a Colossus, is it? Or like a colossal waste of iron. I also say it's very easy to fail that because if you're DPS or such, you are squishier.
Take the leader! Kill the rest!
That's the Stola.
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Bop.
Papolimo, Minfilia. Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Sid.
I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
Way up.
1, 2,
3.
4.
5.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look! There! Beside the Black Wolf! An Ascian! An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Dun dun dun.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle? This is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The
But the
item
battle
I
is far
requested.
from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but
victory.
We need it urgently. How soon can it
The
be
people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
I'm a Scion. Duh.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hell's take the Black Wolf and his new toy. For the all available forces, I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to him the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. Need only give the word to Royale? Royale? I don't remember how to say her. We've seen her earlier standing alongside him. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last, I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god? 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Ben Belsa claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one, for if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. He's got his ugly outfit. But on that note, this is the end of the video. We'll see what the council says next time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.